My name is Wesley Barton.
3, 2, 1.
I'm a student here at Charles Middle School, and I'm a filmmaker.
And action.
Wesley is quite a story. Last year, as we were working with the Active Learning Framework, I was going into one of the classes and I was seeing how the Active Learning Framework was working in that class. And one of the teachers said, "You have to look at this video that the student created. It is amazing." So of course it was Wesley's video, and I just thought it was phenomenal. They were studying the Quakers, the church, and it was such a good video, and he had so many props in there. He's just very creative, and we just knew he was a very talented student.
I'm wanting to film movies, include kids from my school, from all over. And I want to make movies and I want to make videos with them, and not only will that benefit my YouTube channel and movies, but that also gives them a place to go away from home and away from stress and school, so that way they can create content and have fun and interact with other students. I don't really have too many people to teach me, and I was living with my mom, so I had to teach myself. I just recently moved to live with my dad, and he's very into movie making and cinematography kind of stuff, and so they've been helping me out, my stepmom and my dad. But for the most part, I've been on Google, on YouTube, and I usually just research myself, and those aren't going to always tell you exactly what you need to do. So for the most part, I just mess around with different programs and ideas, and so that's about how I teach myself.
So when we got the Verizon grant and I decided to make a tech team, he was one of the students I recruited, and he was on board from day one.
Well, with the iPad, it's a very different program. I'm more of a Windows guy, as I said earlier. The iPad is a very different tool. It's super different, like I was saying, and so it's going to be an experience not just for me, but for everybody here at the school. And it's where we have iMovie on it. That's a very different program than I usually use. I use Sony Vegas Pro. And so this is going to be a learning experience, and so we can mess around with it and see what we can make.
He's just has that initiative, and what I want the students to see is that if he could do it, they could do it too. So I just excited that he's working with the students.
That's a wrap.